I guess we could start here. You'll recall when you saw $300 disappear right in front of your face when we were at Durham watching DPW, when I was looking at my betting app and I was watching the Carolina Panthers against the Arizona Cardinals, and the Cardinals came back, and you saw right in front of your eyes and my eyes $300 disappear from my pocket, from my app, right? Remember that?
Yeah, vividly.
Thursday night, we were coming back from Durham, went to see a lovely young lady named Amanda Shires. Do you know who Amanda Shires is?
Is that Jason Isbell's ex?
That's correct. That's the one who got paid by Jason Isbell and deserved every penny, and I hope she milks him for a little bit more. And she was at a gig at the Motor Co. in Durham. So on the way back, I'm checking my bets, and I have like a big one. I have a big one, and 2 legs of it have already hit. I've got Justin Herbert to throw 2 touchdown passes, and I've already got 1 overtime game. If another game hits overtime, then I'm a big winner. So I came back home and I cashed out. I won $130.
Okay.
Now, ask me how much I would have won if I hadn't done anything.
How much would you have won if you didn't do anything?
$2,200.
No!
I would have won $2,200.
Damn. See though, here, but you me tell you the silver lining in that, if this matters at all to you.
It was a $5 bet. A $5 bet would have won me $2,200.
See, stuff like that, you encourage me to not download any betting apps when you tell me stuff like this. So
is that what I'm doing? Well,
yeah. So I hear it from other people too. It's not just you. So the more I hear stories like that, the more I can say, okay, I'm glad I don't, because I feel like the dang black sheep of the universe, man. Because I'm like the only one that doesn't have a betting app on my phone. So
yeah, why can't you get addicted and waste your money like the rest of us?
I know I'm not one of the cool kids. I know. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I'm too good for that. I'm too good to be addicted to shit.
No, well, let's not go there. But yeah.
So yeah. But I looked at I got a good story out of it, and I still won $150. And good is not the enemy of great. Yeah, that's what happened. And now that's money.
Yeah, that's a plus of 145. So yes,
I've learned to, when I get like what I would consider a big win, like 100 or 2, I'll take some off the table and put it in the account. Just gamble. If I win like 200, I'll take 150 off. Just gamble with the 50, and that way I haven't been hurt too badly.
Admire you for doing stuff like that instead of just being, Wild Bill Hickok out there, just shooting it up and just going for broke every time, kind of thing.
No, I can't do it. Well, we're not talking about huge amounts. Like the most I've ever won was $800. Like last Christmas, I won like $800.
That's a lot. That's perfect. That's perfect timing too. If you're going to win something right at Christmas time.
That was nice. My mom goes, "Oh, don't you have to pay taxes on that?" And I went, well, "Let's slow down. Slow down. We're not ending up with profits on this thing. We're not ending up in the black." Slow down. This is there's a big media story that's kind of bubbling, not under the radar, but it's a big deal. The people that just bought Paramount, they're called Skydance, and they're a private equity company, and nothing in America has ever been improved by private equity. You've never heard anybody go, "Man, when our company was taken over by private equity, that's when things really got good." No, nobody's ever said that.
No.
Nobody's ever said that, made that statement ever. So they want to buy some of the assets from Warner Brothers Discovery. Warner Brothers Discovery is trying to spin off some of their assets. I think they're going to keep the movie and the TV production, and then the cable channels and HBO Max would be sold. So that would be Showtime and HBO becoming one, mind melding.
Wow.
So that's a thing that's happening already. Warner Brothers Discovery, who, by the way,
HBO Showmax.
For those that they would probably come up with some fantastic name like that. You've crystallized it, because these are the same idiots that thought, "We'll call it Max. We're gonna go back to HBO Max." These are the same idiots. Warner Brothers Discovery are the biggest dumbasses on the planet, But yeah, these are the same.
Would you believe HBO Showmax?
These guys are just the dumbest. Look at what they've done. There used to be this little channel called CNN, which used to be really a cash cow. It used to just fucking the money would just roll in, and now
not so much.
I took a crap this morning. That was, I think, worth more than CNN is. I really did.
Yeah, CNN used to be the shit, man. It was like in every airport you went into, every restaurant, any establishment, pretty much. It was at least one TV on CNN.
And now what? Nothing. Nothing.
Dude, I see more Fox News when I walk into establishments than CNN. Not that I see that everywhere I go, but I do see it more often than I do see CNN.
Well, this is a great litmus test. You and I, in almost every way, would be prime viewers of CNN. We would be in the sweet spot in terms of political ideology, in terms of our age, and we never fucking watch CNN.
Never, ever.
The only time I ever see it is accidentally. Like, that would be a thing that I would maybe once in a while see, and that's it. But
or if you count like clips that come across your For You page or whatever page it is, or your home page on your social media things, I might see CNN stuff there. But as far as the channel, nope, never.
Do you see that asshole Scott Jennings, that Republican? He's on the roundtable shit all the time. You see that guy?
No. What did he do? What did he say this time?
This is the very unusual looking Republican, gray-haired white guy.
Oh, really?
You would never peg him. You would never clock him as a conservative. No, but he just starts arguments with these people on these roundtables and just says the stupidest shit. I mean, that's what he does. That's like his gimmick,
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there, I think.
And speaking of people with really stupid gimmicks, this is a controversy. Vince Russo and Dave Meltzer called out by NWA promoter Brian Idle among fake rumor drama. Are you familiar with this story?
That's funny you say that, because I saw a headline before we started recording, when I was flipping through whatever, I don't remember what, Threads or something. It said something pretty much what you just said. I didn't see Meltzer's name. I just saw Russo's name, something about him and the NWA. I'm like, well, I didn't even read it. I'm like, I just don't even, there's no telling. So yeah, please indulge me here.
The Vince Russo NWA rumor might have been shut down by Jonathan Coachman and Russo himself, but now someone from inside the NWA is speaking up, and he's not holding back. Brian Idle, who you've never heard of, not only wrestles for the NWA, but also serves as their national promoter, overseeing regional branches like NWA Chicago. And by the way, didn't you know they had regional branches?
I had no
he has
clue.
entered the conversation. He's got a message that everyone involved. The drama started when Wrestling Observer Radio's Dave Meltzer speculated that Russo might be joining the NWA's creative team. Meltzer dismissed it as meaningless without a major TV platform and said the company doesn't have a roster strong enough to matter creatively. So, that's a funny theory. Like, if they had enough shit to deal with, then Russo could make it worse. But thankfully, there's not even enough talent there for Vince Russo to fuck it up.
No, let's not get crazy.
That's great. That's great. I'm going to take over your company. Well, sadly, your company doesn't even have enough assets for me to go in there and do shit with, so you win. Coachman clapped back hard, calling the report absolute fiction and saying that he personally confirmed with Russo that the rumors were not true. Russo followed up himself by mocking the situation. Yeah, not NWA, bro. You mocks are still getting worked after all these years. It should be noted here that one of the pieces of content for Vince Russo on the website that he bought for like $20,000 that he didn't have to buy.
Yes.
That he could have made. You see, my gambling seems like much smarter and a better investment of my money than what he's done, doesn't it?
Not even close, bro.
That's funny. Well, that story is available on my YouTube channel at Britt Whitmire if you want to check that out, because we got that whole thing. But now Brian Idle is firing back, specifically at Russo and Meltzer. He took to Twitter and defended NWA's reputation, starting by shutting down claims that the company lacks television presence. Unable to get television, we have a major deal on Roku.
Right? Excuse me, say that again, please. What?
We have a major deal on Roku.
Oh, Roku. Okay.
you and I have Rokus, and we watch Roku stuff all the time, and they got that Roku channel. Did you know that NWA stuff? Did you know that NWA stuff was on Roku?
No, not a clue. Dude, I'll take it a step further. I don't know anything about NWA. Period. Now.
Thank you, Billy. I have one fact. Billy Corgan still owns it. I know that.
Okay,
that's all.
Okay, I think I knew that still. Maybe.
And I think
wasn't even totally sure about that.
I think they have their shit on the CW app. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, on the CW app. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. Bad.
Yeah, because when they were maybe going to have it on the CW channel itself, they had a Nazi guy, and it kind of queered the deal, as they say.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. How about that? Funny how things like that will happen when you become one of those.
Like, you and I watch wrestling content pretty much every day. On a daily basis, we're watching something on either YouTube or watching something on Netflix, something on Peacock. There's some wrestling content that you and I watch every day, every single day. And we had no idea that NWA stuff was on Roku. Not a clue.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
And we go to indie shows and we watch indie people and we keep up with, like, oh, this guy got signed here. This guy's got this ID, got an ID deal. This guy's got, NIL deal, whatever. We do all that stuff, but we had no idea, no clue. I'm not saying I'm the most sophisticated consumer, and there are people that watch more wrestling content than me. When it comes to Japan, I don't watch a lot of Japanese content. You got me there, but otherwise.
I'm with you, man. Same thing here. And it's not like you and I never watched NWA, for heaven's sakes. I mean, when it first kind of came out, or reestablished itself, I guess I should say, a few years ago, when Corgan took over, man, that day, that NWA then was loaded. Let me say it again. Loaded. Okay. It had Sean Ricker,
LA Knight,
which is
Sean Ricker was on there.
Sean Ricker, Ricky Saints, Ricky Starks.
Yep.
You had
Damien Sandow, the former Damien Sandow was on there. Yep.
Yes. Holy mackerel. There's more. I could think of
tons of people. And we would.
That's just a taste. Yes.
You and I would watch it like every week, because they would premiere like at 6:00. It was like 6:05 Wednesday night or something like that.
That's right. Yeah, and it would open with that, at least that first season, with the Dawkins song.
Yes, the shit was dope, man. Mr. Idol goes on. In reality, Russo had to use the buzz of NWA to get the rub to another promotion because he's smart enough to know the value. Dave Meltzer is a know-nothing mark.
Huh.
I've said a lot of stuff about Dave Meltzer, and I think he starts to believe. The biggest thing I have, the biggest criticism I have of Dave Meltzer, and I have two, is that he will pretty much do anything to protect his sources. And that happens and gets played out in a lot of different ways. But when one of his sources does something wrong, sometimes Dave is either slow or won't call it out. That happens. The other thing is, I think Dave gets caught up in this Twitter persona that he's put on and starts to believe, he starts living the gimmick, if you will. I think he's done that on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I think I've caught him doing that a few times.
And if you ever corner him and like, hey, you suck, he'll that guy that did The Nation, Frank, whatever his name is, that great sports writer, he'll always like go up, do this quote from that guy and go, Dave Meltzer is as good a reporter as anything. You couldn't cover the Vatican better than Dave Meltzer covers wrestling. He'll pull that quote out of his ass and show it in somebody's face when there's a problem every single time.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's no one who's covered wrestling better than Dave Meltzer. There's no, and you can just go, if you just on his resume, bro, if you just did this on his resume, if you just had the Montreal screw job, that's the only thing he ever did. He nailed it. He had every fucking detail. People can say what they want to about, oh, he blew this. The Michael Elgin thing from a few years ago got kind of sorted. And I think, again, this is where I think he got caught up protecting a source. But
yes, yes, I remember that. Yes,
you remember this?
Yes, I do. I'm trying. When you said that, I forgot all about the Elgin thing. But yes,
but I think he kind of maybe, I hope, learned his lesson. But as far as the Montreal Screwjob, which is arguably the biggest wrestling story of all time, it may be the biggest one, certainly of our lifetimes. You could say the Benoit thing maybe was, 1A, 1B.
right.
Dave Meltzer had every detail nailed. And you can go back in the archives and you can go tick by tick. And you can see that he got every piece of it correct.
Mm-hmm.
This is one thing. And this is where one of the pieces of content that Vince Russo likes to put out is called castrating the marks. Have you ever heard this piece of content that he puts out?
No, I haven't. I don't listen to him that
and you should
regularly.
And you shouldn't. I think he also had like a once a week Bible study that he was doing as well.
What?
Really? Yeah. He was a big Jesus guy.
Okay.
Big Jesus guy, Vince Russo.
I had no idea.
So it's called castrating the marks, and basically he just beats up people like Meltzer and Wade for getting stuff wrong. At least he portrays it, and it's like who's obsessed with whom here, Mr. Russo? who's the guy that's obsessed with whom? Because it seems to me that you're way more into fucking these guys up than they are into fucking you up. I know you're like, hey, it's a personal vendetta. It's a blah, blah, blah. These people are biased. No, you're the one you've got the personal vendetta. You're the guy that's fucking shit up. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's pretty typical Russo, though, don't you think?
I think if you're going to be like a real Christian, REAL. If you are going to be a real Christian, bro, you have to have some sort of circumspection or reflection on your own behavior. You have to have some sort of sense of basically what you're doing wrong, because the way that it's framed in Christianity is we're all sinners. We're all going to fuck up. And so at the end of the day, you come back home and you go, well, I did this wrong. I yelled at my coworker, and maybe I yelled at my wife, and then maybe I had a chance to help out a homeless person. I didn't, and you ask for forgiveness for that stuff. That's what that happens. I don't see that Vince Russo has that sort of reflection on his his character or whatever. I don't see that.
Yeah, kind of hard to see it. It's not really right there to see it vividly or anything for sure.
Quite frequently, I think he just feels like what happens so often is that when you hit rock bottom in life, that's when you're like, oh, the only place I got left to turn is Jesus. Hang on, let me grab onto that. And that's kind of the Russo model. You know what I'm saying?
Seems like it.
You don't see
seems more the case, yes.
You don't see like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk going, oh, Jesus is the greatest. You don't really see that because those guys are flying high. They got nothing to worry about. They're right. They're fine. They're good.
Billionaire Christians.
There's this one guy named Peter Thiel. Now this guy's a weird guy. Do you know much about this guy? Yes, that guy?
I know. Yes.
He's basically the reason that we even know about JD Vance is this guy. That's the only reason we know about.
Shouldn't we be sending him thank you letters?
This is where I get into my Christianity. Thank you, Peter Thiel, for delivering us this great blessing on this amazing God-fearing nation. Amen. Basically, Peter Thiel went to Harvard and picked this guy, JD Vance, and goes, this guy, we're going to ride this guy to glory. And now he's the vice president of these United States. And maybe the next, I'm going to vomit, president. Oh, God.
Oh, whoa, hey.
He's got a puke.
Hold on.
He got a puke.
Man, I've lost everything. Hold on.
Yeah, see,
Jesus,
that was God fucking with
Brian's camera
JD Vance
right there. And shit just goes everywhere.
It's true.
God dang. Okay.
You see what God did? See what God did right there? I was bringing upon the judgment of God by even suggesting that JD Vance could become our next president. Right there. God was showing me now.
Showed me too.
God was like, I put your people through enough. I will not let you. So Peter Thiel is sort of he's sort of a religious nut too, sort of a religious kind of crazoid too. So that's why the MAGAs have this tech bro and conservative religious thing kind of melding together. Here's the problem with Peter Thiel as far as the hardcore evangelical Christians. Are you ready?
Yeah.
He's gay. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a big hurdle. That's a big hurdle for him
and I don't know if they've made the offer to him to pray the gay away. I don't know if they've done that yet. Somebody should get to him and see if they could do that.
Well, it kind of makes sense now that you say that he chose who he chose with Vance and
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, it kind of I see how that's working now. Okay.
And here's how I'm seeing that being sliced and diced, because I'm trying to keep an eye on the evangelical community. There was this podcast that came out a few years ago called The Rise and Fall of Mars Hill, and it introduced us to this villainous character named Mark Driscoll. And I've been trying to keep an eye on that guy and trying to decode that guy, because he's a big leader of a lot of people. A lot of people really are into this guy and stuff. And then I've seen people that are critics of his who are also evangelicals, and now they're starting to slice and dice. And now they're starting to be, once you get down to it with these evangelical Christians, they start going after, well, you know, we're not sure if we're okay with the Catholics. Catholics are a little weird. They talk to Mary. We don't need to talk to Mary. We just talk to Jesus. So J.D. Vance has been a Catholic for, let's see, 3 weeks. And, you know, because his wife made him, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, his wife made him. And
his immigrant wife, yes, made him do
his immigrant wife made him. So he considers himself quite the spokesman for Catholics everywhere, even though, again, he's been a Catholic for about 3 weeks. So, yeah.
That's by the way,
weird.
You like my comparison here? I know the people that are listening can't see, but I've got my Kazone shirt, LeBron Kazone jacket on.
Oh yeah.
You see the design there for Kazone? And now you see Zelensky, Kazone, Zelensky.
Uma, Oprah. Uma,
exactly.
Oprah.
That's my version.
So yeah, all that religious stuff. See that. So I would like to say this, because there was somewhat of a point, and I did have one. This Peter Thiel guy is a huge AI guy, massive, unbelievable AI guy. What if AI, for you evangelicals, what if AI is a method to introduce the Antichrist into American life? What if that's what that is? Just a thought. Just a thought. Just noodle on that, because we think maybe there's been some suggestions that AI is possibly booking World Wrestling Entertainment right now. Is that right?
Well, you never know. Never know with that one.
So it's very interesting. Identities have been revealed behind WWE's cryptic teasers. Is not what fans expected. The cryptic teaser campaign that had WWE fans spinning wild theories has finally been explained. Have you seen these where they just show kind of the slow motion shot? Yeah, the feet in black dress shoes.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting theories on that. So we know what this is now. I haven't seen the actual.
What was your theory?
What my I'm not sure. The theory that I went with the most, that made the most sense to me, was a new vision with the Bronze and Brock and Heyman, and then they'll introduce probably another member at some point. But that's what I thought. I thought it was the vision kind of thing. But I've heard it could be Jericho, Santos, Escobar with a new faction, Andrade coming back with a new, I've heard all kinds of stuff, but I've not heard apparently the real deal here.
Sadly, it is just an advertising campaign for WrestleMania 42.
No, are you serious?
That's all it is.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh my God.
Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, the videos which showed slow motion shots of feet and casual jeans were never meant to tease storyline developments. It's just trying to get them to get you to buy tickets.
Oh, that's not what that. Hold on, man. Okay. How in the world is that supposed to make people buy tickets to anything? Showing goddamn people walking.
Well,
come on, man. That's some idiotic shit right there. I'm sorry.
It was confirmed that several top WWE stars were at company headquarters this past week to film material specifically for WrestleMania marketing rollout. That include Reigns, Rhodes, and Lesnar, three names who had been widely speculated about during that rollout. Brock Lesnar was accurately guessed by fans as the figure seen in the fourth video wearing jeans and boots. Some thought it was teasing the return, while others believed it hinted as a Paul Heyman-led stable. None of that turned out to be true.
I mean, I could have accepted almost anything. But that's just dumb, man. I mean, oh God, I mean, I shouldn't even get that mad about it. I shouldn't even be that upset about it. But it's just the fact that they think that that's going to make them sell tickets to anything. That's the most ludicrous shit I've ever heard.
I hate that I'm taking such delight in you getting spun up by this.
I don't know why I'm getting so bent out of shape about it, man. I don't, but it's just dumb.
Even after a while, Charlie Brown got pissed off that Lucy kept pulling the football back, and at some point he would have beat the shit out of her, right?
Well, yeah, good point.
That's what I don't know if they ever did that on Family Guy. That sounds like when they could do a Family Guy or South Park, where like eventually Charlie Brown gets pissed off and just starts wailing on
slugs her, yeah.
And now this will give us entree to explaining the if you sold your car right now and got a cash offer for your car, how much do you think you could get for your car if you sold it?
Oh my God, I have no idea what the market value is for used Toyota Corollas.
How many miles you get? How many miles you got on it?
It's a 2018 with, check this out, less than 100,000 miles on it.
You're good. I've got, I think 62 or 63 on mine. It's a 2017. It's a stick. I think if I sold my Volkswagen Jetta, I could get maybe $9,000.
See, I don't think
maybe $9,000.
Yeah, okay. Mine would probably be a little bit less than that, I guess.
With that $9,000, I could probably get a decent mid-level seat to one night of WrestleMania.
Decisions.
I've heard a lot of people talking about this phrase recently, and the company doesn't care, and they've said so publicly. But at some point, there's a breaking point for the American consumer, especially when it comes to this. Ever since the pandemic ended, people have been paying outrageous. The inflation on live events like concerts, especially, it's been noticeable for everybody, but it's been like ridiculous. And now these guys, they could give a shit about the median family household income in America. I want to say like the median household income for somebody in North Carolina is like 62,000 for a couple, something like that. Those people have no way. Like if they're going to go out for a regular Raw or a SmackDown, that's like a mortgage payment for those people a lot of times, you know?
Sure it is.
So, you know, people are what can be done about this. I don't think these people are going to learn a lesson until there's a harsh economic crash, you know, and I think that's coming. I don't know. I'm not an economic expert. I've been expecting it for a while, but you see all these particular economic indicators. I've heard that there are upticks in people surrendering their animals to shelters, which is a thing. The SNAP benefits are going to be going away pretty soon because of the government shutdown, which is 100% the fault of the Democrats. Do you know that?
Yeah, assholes.
The people that are in control of both houses of Congress and the White House, not to blame. It's so weird, right?
You know, those asshole Democrats, you know what they want? You know what they want to do?
Tell me.
You know, they want to just take health care.
Yeah.
And just tell everybody that has health care, about, I don't know, maybe 21 or more million people that have health care, and tell them, just screw you. Just go find your own health care, read books, learn how to cure yourself. That's the kind of shit oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. That's the Republicans. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think you had it backwards.
My bad.
What the Democrats, what they're accusing of, is like, if somebody, they've got Democrats stationed at the border, according to these people. They've got Democrats stationed at the border, and they're hiding behind bushes. And when somebody comes across the border, hey, are you a member of Trinidad or Rahwa or some other dangerous gang? If you are, here, have some free health care. That's what they do, supposedly.
Don't even get 2 steps across the border. You know, they got free health care. What the hell, man?
And they're like, no, I do not want this. Why are you giving me? No, take the free fucking health insurance. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm okay. You're like, I just came here to make like $10 an hour picking straw. No, fuck you. Take this. I want the American taxpayer to pay for your health care. That's what's happening.
Don't you have a family? Put them on it too.
It's so yeah, that's happening. I listen to a lot of economic podcasts and stuff, and there was this one woman. There's the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's the Steve Carell character in The Big Short, the guy that Steve Carell played.
Okay, yeah.
And he's got some stuff that he does, and he had a very outstanding economic analyst on there. And I don't say that because she just said stuff I agree with, because that's not the measure of like, hey, if somebody says stuff that sounds like stuff I would say, they're smart. That's not how I judge people. I mean, that's confirmation bias. But she said that there's a surprising number of people in America that do like buy now, pay later on their groceries, like for them to eat. Like, and these are not, I know that there would be a segment of America that thinks, well, you lazy asses, go get a job. These are people that are working 2, 3, maybe more jobs. Yeah. I mean, the people, and you've seen the people that are on SNAP benefits. These are majority working Americans.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
So,
and you know, here's the thing, man. Oh, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No. Go ahead. You're fine.
No, I was just going to say that, you know, the thing that I keep hearing online with people that are, you know, the far right people, that are just kind of cheering the fact that these people aren't getting SNAP benefits after the end of the month, this month. They want to go to the very far extreme of what people do with these food stamps or EBTs, SNAPs. You know, of course there are people out there who abuse it. There are and here's a little secret. Come in close, because I want to tell you.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right. They're not all brown and black people who do that, okay? I just want to let you know that
I dare say the majority of them have a complexion really similar to ours.
You know,
it's so weird.
It's amazing.
It's so weird.
But they always go for, anybody that gets EBT or SNAP, whatever you want to call them now, any kind of assistance, they're all just leeches sucking off the government, blah, 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 blah. And people, I've seen these assholes online, they'll show people who are on SNAP benefits getting groceries. And now I don't know, I'm not sure how they know these people are on SNAP benefits unless the people in the video said,
oh, you can tell. Oh, you can tell.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You can tell.
It's like the gay thing. You can tell who's gay. Come on.
My bad. You're right. You can judge a book by the cover.
Oh, sure.
But but these people will make, judgments about people, the groceries these people get. Who gives a shit what they get?
Exactly.
Who gives a shit? They're eating, okay? If they don't want to eat healthy, don't let them eat. What kind of shit do you buy with your money, assholes?
Exactly, because they got like a couple of Danishes or something in their fucking cart, and it's always some 350-pound asshole that pounds down Big Macs like twice a day. It's always some dude like that. Well, I'm working. At least I'm working. I'm working. Oh, fuck you.
And see these people. What's so funny, man? And everybody, and I know everybody says this too. That these people that say this shit, they're like 1, maybe 2 paychecks away from being in the same boat.
100%, 100% accurate. And it's there used to be a phrase. We used to say it. If not for the grace of God, go I.
Yes.
We used to say that in America.
Yes. Remember that, Christians? Remember when we used to say that?
And now when you see somebody down, you're like, fuck you, get a job. And it's somebody who's got
Jesus
three.
said,
Like,
fuck you and get a job.
That's right. It's one of the 4 books. It's one of the 4 books of the gospel. Yeah. It's one of those. I can't remember which one, but that's what Jesus said. So the point of all that is, I don't think the company is going to make any kind of WWE and TKO. I don't think they're going to make any sort of adjustment until there's a massive economic collapse. You know,
that's what it looks like. I mean, God dang.
But you're already seeing companies. I mean, like McDonald's, for example, which always used to be a pretty good indicator because people, you know, people would either go or not go there. But it's a very price sensitive business. And even they've admitted, like, oh yeah, we fucked over the consumers enough. We have to roll back a value meal by $1. You know,
yeah,
we're gonna have to do that. It's just something we're gonna have to do. And
bless them. Thank you, McDonald's.
I guess the CEO is gonna have to make do with only a $37 million bonus this year. But you know, it's okay.
Well, there's always GoFundMe. There's they can set something up.
So I don't think that there's going to be any sort of a major adjustment until there's a massive economic collapse and the American consumer is about to get tidal waved, I think. And then here's the fun part of that. It won't be the geniuses in the C-suite at TKO, the guys that are making the executive decisions. They'll start just cutting talent left and right like they normally do. That's what they'll do.
It'll be down to the bare bones roster again, like it was a few years ago. Well, not several years ago, it seems like.
But this is what and this is where Tony Khan has complete. It's a complete win for him because he's not a publicly traded company. But if there's a massive economic collapse, partially because you just destroyed and continued to hit your consumers so much and charge them confiscatory prices, all of that's going to affect the entire industry. And so AEW could see potentially a downturn as well. That can happen.
Yeah.
You could see that happen. But obviously, Tony Khan's got a pretty good war chest. He could probably survive any kind of an economic downfall.
Yeah. And this might be Captain Obvious talking here, but it seems like ever since the whole COVID thing back in 2020, 2021, whatever, that we took for granted, and this is just overall, but I'm just going to use, since we're talking about the wrestling tickets, like we understood that the prices maybe went up a little bit because they're maybe trying to regain some stuff that they lost and stuff. And I think people understood about that. And I think we were all under the impression, though, that it would go back down. But it not only did it not go back down, it went up like a freaking skyrocket, man. And I think that's,
it's so odd because I remember about a year ago, there was somebody that was talking about price gouging and they were running for president, but I can't remember who that was.
Let me ponder on that one for a second.
Oh yeah, it's the person that lost. That's right.
It's him, that guy,
the person that didn't tear down half of the White House. Oh, that person. That's the one. So that's the only way that I can see them making an adjustment. And I don't, like I said, it'll only be for a short period of time because we never learn a lesson. They'll never learn a lesson. As soon as they're able to start jacking those prices back up again, they'll start jacking those prices right up again.
Yeah, of course they will. And you'd think between the live prices that are jacked up like that and the damn, I don't know, the Keystone Cops version of trying to find where the hell all the PLEs are on what app, anymore these days with WWE. I'm surprised people hadn't just told them to, GFY already,
It's tough because everywhere that I turn in every segment of our economy, every business that I see is turning toward, hey, we're adjusting to the big time consumer, the very wealthy consumer, and we're going to just pound that, and we're going to exploit like these premium experiences. It doesn't matter whether it's cars or whether it's live events or whether it's clothes or whether it's anything. You're seeing more and more all these companies going, well, fuck the little guy. We're just going to try the people that have the big checkbooks and stuff like that. And then you see like these situations. I don't know if you know about this. This is a weird thing that happened around here. There's this major university where we live, where the rich guys decided to hire this coach who's terrible.
I've heard about that.
I don't know. It's kind of an obscure, it's flying under the radar kind of a story.
Are you talking about that coach at Campbell University?
Yes. Why did they hire that guy? All the rich guys there got together and they decided to hire this guy. This is the funny thing. And I think you and I are unanimous. I've loved and rooted for the University of North Carolina ever since I knew there was a University of North Carolina, right?
Yes.
I remember as a child looking at that Carmichael basketball court and seeing the shape of the state of North Carolina, which I was young enough to understand, that's my state. That's where I live. I'm going to root for these people. You have never seen two motherfuckers who are rooting against the University of North Carolina, at least their football team, like the two of us. You have not seen it. You have never seen it.
Oh, 2025, man. Who would have thought? There's so much going on. There's so much going on.
I was telling some friends of mine that are well-known Carolina haters, although they won't say that they are. They're ABC people, but that's fine. Yeah. And I said, hey, I didn't realize what you guys had going. Rooting against Carolina is really fun. It's like the most fun. And they go, well, you can come on over. You can be a Duke fan. I went, fuck no. 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 Look, just because I don't like Stalin doesn't mean I'm going to go over and go, hey, that Hitler guy looks pretty good. I'll just be on his side.
Oh, man. Everybody gets compared to Hitler.
Well, eventually. Yeah.
I know, it's funny. It's just
it feels like it feels like we should be rising up against the wealthy, because they've never gotten a bigger share of the income in this country than they have now. It's never happened. But people are also very weary. I don't know. It feels like we're in a kind of eat the rich situation, and you don't want it to turn into Bastille Day or anything like that. But
it could end up like that.
I've never heard like CEOs and captains of industry go, hey, we're really kind of fucking over the American consumer. We should probably ease off a little bit. That conversation has never taken place.
Yeah, that's a alternative universe right there.
It's like, I really shouldn't take this $50 million bonus this year. I'm going to cut it back, and I'm only going to take like 10. There's like, it's just, I'm sorry, but it's just not.
Though, and I know this, and yeah, I'm guessing you're thinking this kind of the same way that I think and stuff like that. If I was in that position, and seeing things going on like they are now, it would not bother me at all to cut. If I was getting say, like you said, a $50 million and it went down to 20, 10.
Yeah.
I just, at this point in my life, I cannot imagine getting upset about that.
Yeah, can you live on that? Can you live on that?
That's all I want to know. Can I live on it? Then I'm good.
Also, you're like, it's not forever. I'm just saying this year. It's just this year. We'll go back up to 50 and screwing everybody next year. But
hey, this is just for 1 year.
When the Brad and Britt show was on radio, and we would always talk about taxing rich people more. Oh my God, people making $25,000 and $30,000 a year would just be appalled. It was the most obscene thing we could have ever suggested, and it's like, you're right. I just wish that some of these very wealthy people had some sort of resources, like, I don't know, accountants and lawyers to help to get them out of paying taxes.
Yeah, God.
Maybe if they just had access to those things. Maybe if they could just buy off some politicians.
God, we'll say a little prayer for them. Maybe things will work out.
I don't know. I just don't know, man. So that, I feel like so much of the reason that you and I are connected to wrestling, and so many people are, it's because we usually experienced a really good time with wrestling with somebody in our family. It was our dad, it was our mom, it was our grandparents, it was our brother. And that's something that's lasted throughout the year. It happens with every sport. Like these people in St. Louis, my dad took me to a Cardinals game. In Cincinnati, my dad took me to a Reds game. I was the Green Bay Packers. My dad was a huge Green Bay Packer, and 50 years. 60 years, they're fans after that. It's the same thing for us. It's the same thing for us, but it gets to a certain point where you're like, it's just these people have. If you are one of the many hundreds of owners of the Green Bay Packers, or if you're Jerry Jones and they own the Dallas Cowboys, at this point, what you have is a trust. It's worth billions of dollars, but you're going to have it for a while, and you're going to pass it on to somebody else. Now, you can probably make a pretty good living, charging a pretty penny, or you can take your fans and shake every penny out of their pockets and drive them into poverty and just exploit their fandom and their love of whatever it is. And that's what's happening.
Yeah. I hope they realize what they're doing sooner than later, but we know who we're dealing with as far as TKO. I'm not talking about every.
Well, but they're kind of the poster child for every corporation in America.
Well, yeah, they are. They really are.
Kind of are. I mean, it's when we talked about the big economic meltdown of 2008 and 2009, which is the standard for what you and I can refer to, because despite what some of you think, no, I don't remember what the Depression was like. I was not alive during the 1930s.
Sorry.
I always thought that capitalism was capitalism, and people kind of acted the same way over the years. But in 2008, 2009, it seemed to me like when you would have capitalists, and they were very wealthy guys in, name your town. I know, like in Moxville, near where you grew up, there was probably a rich guy in town, and everybody kind of looked up to him or whatever. And he wasn't a Mr. Potter type from It's a Wonderful Life. There was a responsibility, it seemed like, even among the big captains of industries, like your Henry Ford and people like that, to, hey, I can make a lot of money, but I'm not going to do it so that fuck everybody else. I don't care what happens to the system. I think they had a sense many years ago of this is going to go on after me, and I'm going to make sure that the system that we have is going to be able to continue on. I think now, this century, it's like, fuck it. I don't care what the economic system is. I'm going to grab every penny that I can. And if they have capitalism 10 years from now or 20 years from now, I don't care. If it turns into socialism, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm just going to take every penny that I can, and I'm going to defend my right to take every penny that I can with no sense of responsibility for just the overarching society,
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there, man. It's sad but true that there are still some people out there who, some Warren Buffetts of the world, but it seems like they're, I don't know, few and far between anymore. But yeah, it's like everybody, not just the billionaires, but the millionaires and just pretty much anybody's just. It's me, and I think that goes across the board a lot of times with in all political parties or whatever, both political parties.
Well, the rate, I mean, the game has been rigged so much against the little guy. You can't even make the statement. Why do you think that Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post? Why do you think all of these the billionaire guys, Ellington guys, are buying CBS and stuff like that? That's the only thing that they had left. The only thing that they had left was a free press that might criticize wealthy people for, bribing politicians. That's going away. That's done. I'm very happy that there's independent media that's creeping up all over the place, and I certainly suggest that you support that no matter who it is. I mean, on our side, we've got Midas Touch, and I like some of those guys, and just pick one of those guys because they need to do Midas Touch on many of their platforms and stuff. They beat Joe Rogan. They have more impressions than Joe Rogan has.
Yeah.
So I fully support. If I have to be completely honest, Sometimes those guys on Midas Touch go a little too far.
Yeah, yeah. They get a little hammy.
But it's okay. It's
yeah.
I mean, it's very. If you ever thought there's not a Fox News for the left, watch Midas Touch. Every fucking day, another disastrous day for Donald Trump. But they're living the gimmick. That's what they do.
Yeah, living the gimmick.
So yeah, that's TKO really is. They are the poster children for large faceless corporations in 2025. They just don't. They used to. I took a management class when I was in college, and they had this concept known as thinly veiled contempt. And it was basically used in business. If you had a supplier and you were buying stuff from them and they were one of your, you were a vendor and they really couldn't get it anywhere else, these people kind of knew that they could treat you any way they wanted to. There's really no competition,
Yeah, yeah.
And it feels like that has spilled over into a lot of people today, a lot of stuff. I think Walmart does a pretty good job of faking it. Like, hey, we care about you that make $30,000 or $32,000 a year. We give a shit about you guys. Yeah, it's fine. Everybody else seems like they're just like, I don't give a shit about you people. I really don't.
You're right.
We've been sold, and there's just this bill of goods that's been sold to the American people. Like, boy, if you could just be rich, your life would be so good. All you need to do is be rich. All your problems will be solved. And it's like, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's been a very uplifting podcast today, and I'd like to take full and total responsibility for it. If you'd like to go ahead and break the Prozacs in half at this point, and just start snorting them, that'd be fine.
Pass it to me when you're done.
But I think it all does kind of go into one thing, and it's TKO doesn't give a shit about its average consumer. They don't care about families. They've said as much, and they're going to continue to exploit them as much as they can until the economic system completely breaks down, and they're like, oh, okay, we went too far. I get it. We're only going to charge you like $3,000 for ringside seats at WrestleMania. Thank you. Oh my God, you're so good to us. Again, advantage AEW. AEW's ticket prices, and I think Tony's done a tremendous job of exploiting this, and he could do a lot more. Immediately when WWE said, "Fuck you guys, we're gonna have Royal Rumble and we're gonna have WrestleMania over in Saudi Arabia," Tony Khan goes, "We're staying right here. We're going to make a big deal out of it. We're going to have, and it's going to be huge." And I thought that was the exact right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. We said that from the get-go way back then. We were commending him on his choice there.
The Saudi, the washing, they got sports washing and they had comedy washing and they've got music washing.
Yeah.
That's all the stuff they're doing in Saudi. Don't you think more than anything else, those people would love to have a Super Bowl in Riyadh?
Yeah.
Don't you
probably would?
Don't you think that Jerry Joneses and to an extent some of this would trickle down to the players as well? If they made a ridiculous offer, if they said, we will give you $5 billion, if the Saudi royal family said, here's $5 billion, have the Super Bowl in Riyadh, don't you think that would happen?
It's hard to say, hard to be. I would 99.99%. I would say yes. They would do it. Yes.
I don't know. There would be like one or two guys that, and I think my guy Mark Davis, who is presiding over a mediocre football team in Las Vegas, I think he would be a guy that would go, I don't think we should do that. But I think he'd get screamed down.
Of course.
I think everybody else would be like, we're doing it. We're 100% doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't shock me.
Money, it's going to be great.
But don't you think that would be quite detrimental to them in the end? Ultimately, don't you think a lot of people would? I mean, I guess at the same time, what these people that would never watch NFL again, what would you got to have something to take the place of it. So that's the thing, I would say that people would get pissed off and not watch it again, but I think people are so many people are so invested in the NFL for one reason or the other that I don't think they would give it up after all. So maybe it wouldn't be that detrimental now that I'm thinking about it.
The bad guys are winning, man.
It's hard to fess up to that, man. It is.
If they did it right now, Donald Trump would be so into it. He would be like so fucking into it. He go, I'm going over there. This is going to be great. We're going to do it, and it's going to be wonderful. And I love the NFL now. They're just who are you? By the way, who are you rooting for in the World Series?
Let me phrase it this way. I'm rooting against the Dodgers. Okay.
Okay. That's fair. That's fine.
I mean, it's not like I hate Toronto. I'm just not, I mean, I don't say I'm rooting for Toronto, but yeah, I got a couple players that are okay. I like, but yeah, I'm definitely rooting against the Dodgers.
Well, don't you feel now he may have made this announcement. Don't you feel that this is, if you root for the Toronto Blue Jays, that is like you're rooting against Trump? Because the whole idea of somebody coming to the White House to visit will be taken off the table.
Even though they're from LA?
Well, and I thought I saw, and you can't, it's hard to tell the shit that's, generated from his sick ass mind and actual AI, but I thought he put out a preemptive Truth Social that whoever wins, you will not be invited to my White House to see my brand new Epstein ballroom. The greatest first lady of all time is from Greensboro, North Carolina. Her name is Dolly Madison. And why, you ask, is she the greatest first lady of all time? Well, when the British were storming our capital and trying to burn shit down, she rescued a great many artifacts and preserved them for the White House. And a lot of those are gone now. A lot of those just gone. Just destroyed.
No, I thought you were going to say she was great because she makes great white powdered donuts.
She does. Those are good too. Those are good too. But anybody else you want to talk about? You want to talk about Michelle Obama, or you want to talk about Jackie Kennedy, or you want to talk about Nancy Reagan, or anybody else playing for second place?
Even Barbara Bush or Laura Bush. We'll go.
Or Eleanor Roosevelt.
To
me, Eleanor Roosevelt, second place. But again, it's just one of those things. Did you happen to see the NXT Halloween Havoc at all?
Yes, I saw like the last half. I didn't go back and watch what I missed, but I turned it on to where it was at the time and watched it out from there.
I thought it was really good. I thought they did a really good job of it.
I'll tell you what, I turned it on. I turned it on in the middle of that Matt Hardy or the Hardys and whoever, the Dark State, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good from what I saw.
From the Finley Center in beautiful Prescott Valley, Arizona, it is NXT Halloween Havoc. And one of the hottest wrestlers in the world, one of our favorites, Javon Evans, worked a little heel on Saturday.
Who would have thought?
Who knew? Javon Evans and Leon Slater defeating Mr. Iguana and La Parka by a pinfall in a tag team match. And they did.
Do you know, is that the actual La Parka from back in the WCW, or is that like his son or something? I
think it's the same guy. Okay. I really think it's the same guy. Now this one got some pretty good heat. I think Ethan Page has had himself a hell of a year.
Dude, I think he's underrated. I don't think people give him enough credit. I really don't.
I think he's put together kind of quietly a really good 2025.
Yeah, very quietly.
This was for the NXT North American Championship, a Day of the Dead match against Elio de Dr. Wagner, where he rips off the top part of Elio de Dr. Wagner's match. Which is a bit like spitting on Superman's cape, but all ego Ethan Page, he retains your NXT North American Championship, 18 minutes and 22 seconds.
I saw some clips from that. I didn't actually see the match, though.
Blake Monroe defeating Zaria in a singles match. She is Blake Monroe, that is. Pronouns, pal. Blake Monroe is your new NXT Women's North American Champion.
Little dissension starting to form between Sol Ruca and Zarya.
Yeah, because Sol Ruca interfered, sort of, but not kind of, and then didn't. There was a thing.
It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Like Zario was defending the championship for Sol Ruca and, you know, all that stuff. So somebody's going to be mad at somebody for something.
A little inner girl fight between Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame in this next one. This was Tatum Paxley with Izzy Dame, Nico Vance, and Sean Spears. Tatum Paxley defeats JC Jane. Izzy Dame was going after Tatum Paxley and may have missed her and instead hit JC Jane. And the NXT Women's Champion is now Tatum Paxley, beating JC Jane, who had been, again, you talk about people that had a pretty good year. JC Jane had a pretty good year, I think, in 2025.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just thought she was going to hang on to that belt for like a month or something and drop it, but nope.
That was Dark State defeating the Broken Hardys, Broken Rules match for the NXT Tag Team Champions. So the Dark State, you're brand new. And the Hardys are doing a really good job lately of being in the headlines, and they did a good job of putting those guys over, I thought.
Yeah. God dang, Jeff still taking those bumps, man.
Well, allow me to say this as someone who is maybe a pound or two overweight. Jeff's looking a little fluffy these days, Brian.
Didn't really notice. I didn't look that closely, but
yeah,
you're probably right. You're probably right.
Matt has been smart enough to wear kind of the looser clothing over the years as his physique is kind of, you know, your metabolism, everything else. You get a little bit older.
Oh yeah,
you start achieving dad bod. Jeff's still wearing very tight clothing, a little fluffy on the midsection there.
Fluffy, yeah.
Okay. Ricky Saints over Trick Williams by pinfall. It's a singles match for the NXT Championship. Saints retains, and that one was the whole deal. I thought that was a very good match as well.
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought Vic Joseph was really good on commentary too. Vic Joseph is probably pretty underrated.
I think he is.
And Booker T playing heel commentator is still very weird to me.
Booker T is just, man, he's just in a world of his own.
He is.
He really is.
They have announced that the final Raw for John Cena is November the 17th. November 17th from Madison Square Garden. There you go.
Gotta love that you're gonna, you know, like John Cena finishing up your run with wrestling and everything, and finishing up right before the holidays. That way you can finish up and just have Thanksgiving and Christmas to go spend all your millions of dollars and hang out with buddies and everything. So cool.
So Saturday night's main event coming up, and what is it? It's Rhodes versus McIntyre in the one, and then you got Jey Uso against CM Punk in the other one, right?
Uso and Punk, yes. Okay,
just want to make sure those are your like dual main events.
Yes, I think I've seen several people a little upset at the fact that LA Knight didn't get the call there over Uso. I think as popular as Jay is and has been for a while, I think people are, maybe he's run his course a little bit here. I don't know, but I think a lot of people, more people than normal, are kind of anti Jay getting the opportunity here.
Tiffany Stratton against Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship as well. The Saturday night's main event.
Finally got the turn from Jade. Needed to happen.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's pretty much all that they've got settled right now is those matches that we've talked about. Cody against Drew, and then Punk against Jay, and then Tiffany Stratton against Jade Cargill. I think that's it, and the rest of it's TBD.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know of any other ones either.
Very interesting. Hey, you still playing around with the VPN? You like the VPN?
Yeah, I haven't much this week. I did earlier. When was it? No, I didn't do it for Halloween Havoc, but I did it for something. What was I doing it for? Earlier in the week. It was Raw. It was Raw.
If you just want to watch the stuff on your pad, and like you can watch SmackDown easily on your pad. I've connected to one of the Canadian servers, and I can just watch The Office on Netflix, which I love, which is great.
Oh yeah,
very easy to do, very simple to do.
Yeah, I hadn't messed around with it that much. I've just done the wrestling part. I hadn't looked around like that for other stuff, but I will be doing that now that you mention it.
Any other closing thoughts on another award-winning episode of Katie Vick is Alive?
So what's the next pay-per-view, the next PLE we got coming up for WWE?
I think it's Survivor Series, is it not?
Survivor Series? Because we haven't heard shit about that, have we?
No, they haven't really put anything together for that, and that may be, if there is a groundswell, as you talk about, for LA Knight, and you and I have been feeling it for a while, they might want to do something with him. It would be nice.
He's still getting pops, man. I mean, it's not like he's losing any energy coming out, coming through the curtains anymore.
It feels like the Wyatt Six are going to be in action against Solo Sikoa's the new bloodline. It feels like
that's kind of setting up. Yeah, it's not been official. Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to do something with Braun Breaker's new. Are we calling them the New Vision?
I don't know.
I don't either.
New Vision does kind of like it's like a good name for it if they're going to.
It's as good as anything else. It's really as good as anything else.
Yeah,
and we don't know if Chris Jericho is going to make an appearance anytime soon. I did see from Tony's point of view, he said that Britt Baker's still under contract and looks like she's going to be for the foreseeable future. So I can't wait to see Britt Baker back in action.
Good.
I think she's going to have a big return. I think when she comes back for whatever reason, I think if they push her right, I think she could be awesome.
She should. I mean, here's the thing, and I don't want to go on too long about it, but I just want to, reiterate that I am a Britt Baker fan, and in the past, I will admit I've had some negative things to say about her a couple of times when I don't know, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but some backstage stuff that was going on. If you don't, maybe you remember about a year or so ago, and she was kind of in the middle of it, and the whole Adam Cole thing. I just kind of got bad vibes from her from it. But since then, I've seen some stuff regarding her and Cole and their situation together, and I think it's not as bad as it maybe seemed to me to be at the time. So maybe I held a little too much grudge on her for that. But overall, I just want to say I'm a Britt Baker fan, and I'm glad that she's coming back, and I hope she does well because I've always liked her.
Don't you think she's been at least 20% hotter ever since she broke up with him?
Yeah. She's well, that's how it goes, man. You know how girls are. When they break up with you, they go out and just level it up about 5 notches.
It's a new hairstyle, and she's always been in good shape. But golly jeepers, I think she's really stepped up the whole fitness thing. She's ridiculously.
Yeah, her and Xia Li, by the way.
Her body is just outrageous, man. It really is crazy.
She's definitely pumped up and primed to come back and get things going body wise, physically, I guess.
You can chat with Bryant further on that on social media. He's available for your social media stuff. TikTok at Stanley Jackson 23, and on Instagram, and also on the threads, Data Stanley, and it's They're the Twos, THEYRE, the Twos. .bsky.social on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky, brittwhitmeyer.bsky.social. And on Instagram, it's Real Britt Whitmire, and also on threads, Real Britt Whitmire. As always, we appreciate your support. Till next time, fans, we'll see you ringside.